Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I am here with Karyn.
Yay.
I'm so excited you're here.
Well, thank you for
How were your
inviting me.
classes this morning?
Always good. I had a variety, so it's always fun.
Mhm. I'm trying to bring you back up. There you are.
Oh,
So if you couldn't tell, I'm in a hotel right now. So I don't know how the sound is. I feel like I'm echoing because I'm in the middle of a hallway. Um,
you're fine.
this is not my background for teaching classes. This is just, I already took all that down so I could leave today on a 7-hour drive. So,
Wow.
all right, Karyn, you want to give us a little bit of details about yourself?
I live on the east coast of Canada in Nova Scotia, and I'm on my sixth contract and
Wow.
starting my seventh, I think, in October. Taught over 5,000 classes, and I'm doing my second cohort of community ambassador, which I love.
Yay. So I have a question down the bottom, but you want to tell us what that is?
A community ambassador, it really is almost like a liaison between the official Facebook group and the
Hmm.
community team at VIPKid. So they have designated people that are a part of your team, and we communicate with them because the Facebook group is so big, so large, and
Yeah.
it's not just the posts that we have to monitor, it's all of the comments. And sometimes there's 3, 4, 500, and we don't
Yeah.
always see them all.
Hmm.
So I love it when people can report it because it helps us see it faster.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's really good. It's communicating with them. We meet once a month and we catch up and everything. And I love learning. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, and
That's great.
helping people figure it all out.
Mhm. You made a comment the other day on your Facebook group about like, we can discuss this, let's keep it, civil. And you didn't say it that way, but I was like, oh, and that's why she's a community ambassador. She's got the good words to say.
Well, nobody likes change, and I'm not going to talk about any specific change, but no one
Right.
likes change, even in their personal lives. It's hard, but
Hmm.
you can fall down, have your pity party, have a glass of wine, a cup of tea, whatever you do, have a good cry, but then it's what you do after. And
Uh-huh.
that's how you climb up, and that's how you become healthier and stronger and everything. And that's just in life in general.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I read the way you said it, and I was like, oh, that's a great way of saying it.
Oh, thank you.
So just so you know, your questions are over here on a paper because I'm in this tiny little. The Wi-Fi didn't work where the desk is or the beds or anything, so I'm by the bathroom where the sink is as soon as you come in the door. So I've got
I
stuff
love
bouncing
it.
on the sink.
I love it. I love how you're just making it work. That's wicked.
So it's so the questions are way on this side, and then the live chat's right here. So I apologize in advance, everybody. Hey, good morning, Deborah, and teacher Renee is here. Hey guys, let us know how you're doing in the chat. Let us know how did your classes go this morning? Did you have a bunch this morning?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I teach right now in the summertime when my kids are home. I teach between 6 and 7 a day. And
Yeah.
during the school year when they're in school, I teach about 10.
Yeah. I usually teach 6 to 7. Um, and today I only had 4.
Wow.
Yeah, 4.
But you're
I
also
had
driving
my,
7 hours.
what's that?
You're also in the car for 7 hours.
Yeah, 6 yesterday. Well, 6 the day before yesterday, and then 7 today, 3 tomorrow, and then 8 or 9 the next day. But it's all worth it.
It
Got to help
is.
our babies out. So my 21-year-old and 19-year-old babies.
Wow. I have a 9-year-old, 12-year-old, and 14-year-old daughters.
Oh,
So, and
wow.
I'm 51 years old, 51 years young. So, it's just, it's what works for us.
Yeah, I'm 42. So
Oh my gosh, you're
my
so
husband and I
good.
went to high school together. So
Wow.
and now we're empty nesters. So that's been interesting. Yeah.
Wow.
So what did you do before VIPKid?
Oh gosh, I've worked in I used to run and manage and bars and restaurants all in Ontario and Toronto and Lunenburg and Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. I've managed restaurants all over the place. And then I and got married, and I did traveling and got married, and then I went into retail, and I was a sales director with the company and earned the company cars, which was great, and I loved it. But then I had babies and I didn't want to go out. So then I ran a home daycare. And I
Okay.
had other babies come to me, which I absolutely love the kids.
Hmm.
And then our oldest daughter got sick. She has a mental illness and a chronic physical illness, and she's our
Hmm.
oldest. And so I had to change things up. I'm just
Yeah.
blurb, blah, blah, blah. I'll talk really fast. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah,
It's
blah.
perfect. I do too. And you know what? My friends in the chat are all used to it because I'm very busy. So if they've been to my channel before, they already expect it. So you should have been here. You know, Teacher Michael?
Yep.
You should have seen him on here. He was juggling. I was talking. Both of us were just going.
Awesome.
So was that your why for starting with VIP Kid?
No, why I started for VIPKid was I wanted something for me. So I really thought it was a scam, but the person that I read her information, she was from British Columbia in Canada. So I thought, okay, well, there's a small link. Let's pray it's real. And
Yeah.
so I applied and was shocked, had my first class and cried happy tears afterwards. I'm a big crier. So I cry every day with students. Honestly, I'm so
Aw.
happy. And then I taught an hour every day for about 4 months. And then my daughter got sick and I closed my daycare. I had to be available for doctor's appointments and just when they couldn't go to school because it was affecting the whole family, right? And
Right.
my husband works overseas. So everything. So then I decided, well, let's give it a shot and see what happens. And
Hmm.
lo and behold, 3 years.
And lots of classes. You want to tell
Yeah.
everybody how many classes have you taught?
I just hit over 5,000. But anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. It just
5,000,
happens when you love what you do.
6 contracts. Okay. Okay.
But honestly, if you love what you do, it just
Hmm.
happens.
Yeah.
It wasn't a goal. It wasn't anything I strived for. It just happened.
That's like when I got started and I saw everybody at like, 2 years or something. I'm like, wow, they've been there a long time. And
Yeah.
now I'm on like 10 months, I think.
Oh, that's wicked.
But when I went to my first journey, DC, everyone had little stickers. So mine said first contract, and I loved it because I got to see all like what contract everybody was on. It was kind of an icebreaker, and
Oh, that's good.
yeah, having that first contact or first contract tag, everybody was like, "How are you? First contract," So that was fun. So, oh, good morning, Erica. She said, "I'm a little late. Why are you in the car so much?" Because my son accepted a job in Georgia. He's going to be a youth pastor and a worship leader, and
Wow.
I'm helping him and his wife move. So I have a truck, so I just jumped in my truck and drove.
What great
Picked up his stuff
direction.
yesterday, and then I'll drive after.
He's
So
on a good path. What a wonderful direction for him at a young age, too.
yeah, yeah, he's a great kid. Very proud. Let's see. So what? I think you already told us this, but what does your VIP kid schedule look like? And have you ever done overnights?
Yes. Oh, yes. When I first started, I do this for the income. I won't lie. This pays the
Mhm.
private school for two of our older girls. So I have a certain amount that is my goal every month. And I budget it out because I know that January is going to be a little slower. So I actually take a lot of January off, do my taxes, spring cleaning, and I allow myself that downtime.
Uh-huh.
And I'm off topic now. How many hours? So with COVID, the kids are home. So I had to redo my schedule big time. And now I teach from 7 until about 6:30 till 10 or 6:30 till 10, maybe 10:30. I can get in that trial class at 10:30 at 10 o'clock in the morning or 10:30 in the morning.
Hmm.
So the PPTs for me are from 8 until 10 a.m.
Wait, what time is it there?
Now it's 11 o'clock a.m.
Okay. See, normally you and I are 2 hours apart, but
Yeah.
today I'm on the East Coast, so
Oh,
we're one.
yes.
So my time is all messed up.
Yes. And when they're in school, I can very rarely teach the PPTs because
Oh
I
yeah.
teach from 3 in the morning until 7, wake them up, get them off to school, and come back and teach maybe from 9 until 10:30.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Let's see. You answered that one. Do you work for any other companies?
No, I don't have time. I don't I don't have time. I don't know. And I'll tell you what I do, and I always recommend this to newbies. And you have to remember, it's COVID now, so this is not the norm,
Right.
right? I usually do some short noticing.
Hmm.
That's not really working right now because of COVID. So you got to think about in a few more months when we're back to, I don't know, whatever normalcy will be.
Right.
But I always tell people that once you develop, do your overnighters, do what you have to do to get bookings, but don't open up 10 right in a row, because then it'll look like Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Just open up 2 when they're booked, open up the next 2 when they're booked, open up the next 2, build it up so you're not exhausted.
Yeah.
Build up your students. I think I did that for two months. I worked every second Saturday through the night.
Yeah.
And hubby took care of the kids. But then you can make that change, and then you can work the hours that you like, and then you can do that, which is really great.
I was one of them that opened up all my slots and they ended up all booking but one for 26 classes and 13 and a half hours.
Oh my gosh.
But a bunch were no shows because I was so brand new. It was all trials, like not all, but it was like 90% trials.
Oh, that's a brain buster. Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Teacher Renee, VIPKid, are you from New England? If I said it, yes, I am. I'm from Boston originally. Well, I'm from near Boston. But
and I'm up from Boston.
Did you say VIPKid or did I?
I don't know.
I don't know. I usually do say wicked awesome and things. So yeah. Schedule management is rough for me. Erica, how long have you been teaching? Kasie, your profile must have been legit. I don't know. I lucked out with my beginning. I started in August when they were just starting. Like that was supposed to be like one of the busiest times, and I think I just signed up at the right time, right place, right time.
Yeah.
I did. My profile picture is just me with a brick. My neighbor's house was all brick, and the sun was shining, so I just stood behind there with a bright purple shirt on. And the other one is me reading a book. And then me holding a bear. And those are my profile pictures.
You just, you have to keep it simple, right? You just keep it simple and ask for help. Go into a group where you feel comfortable with the people and ask for help. What do you suggest? I mean, that's how we learn, right?
Yeah. So I did. I actually got my first booking on the first day I opened slots. So I didn't know that wasn't a normal thing until I was in the Facebook group. So
I was day 29.
Right place at the right time.
I had mine on day 29. I think I had another one on day 36. And honestly, the first week I think I had 1. The second week I might have had 2. And it wasn't until, honestly, I did some overnighters, and I did that consistently. Every 2 weeks, I did an overnighter for about 2 months. And then it started working out, it started picking up, and I got some regulars.
Yeah.
And my whole goal is, once you establish yourself, my whole goal is to increase my followers. So what I do when COVID's over, what I do is I teach my regulars, but then I will short notice maybe 2 PPTs or 2 or 3 a day. And then I'm getting trials or I'm getting new kids. Yeah. And that increases my followers. So during Chinese New Year or during a time when it's going to be slow, I have those followers to fall back on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I don't have a whole ton of followers, but I was going to ask you something. Oh, what do you put anything in feedback as far as asking for 5 apples or followers?
Yeah, I do. It's such a controversial.
Right. We talk about it every week on here too. And it's very subjective. So
I use what the company has for feedback. I go into the teacher's portal and I make my own, I find someone I like and I modify it and tweak it for me. Mm-hmm. And then after I personalize that in the feedback, I have probably 5 templates of, I was very impressed with, thank you so much for allowing me to teach Johnny, blah, blah, blah. And then sometimes my regulars will put, thank you very much for your feedback. I loved the 5 apples and appreciate it. And others I might say, please let me know how you feel about my class. I would love to bring something special to class for Vicky,
Yeah.
And then I also am on WeChat. I know another thing. And I would say probably once every 2 months there, I'll put a blast out. Thank you so much to my VIPKid parents for all of your awesome feedback.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do that.
And then all of a sudden I get a little.
All my 5 parents on WeChat. I have one that sends the project to me every week now,
I ask for that. I put them on my wall. I print them off on cardstock, all their drawings, and I put them on my wall. Yeah. And so then on a very special day, I'll move my camera and I'll show them on the wall that they made my wall, and they just love it. And I'm so proud of them, right?
The next lesson, I'm supposed to have one draw me. I've been her only teacher, so if she draws a different teacher. Actually, no. She's had me for 90 something classes and has had 3 other teachers one time each. That's so
Wow.
funny. I'm
Now,
like,
do you like that? Are you upset when your students go to other teachers?
no, I think it's a healthy thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm like, but those 3 times were when I was on vacation. So that made me feel good too. And they wrote how naughty she was. And I was
I
like,
love
oh.
when they go to other teachers though, because it makes them realize other teaching styles.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're all
And I'm
different.
a teacher and I'm not for everybody. I know that. So I know that my style might not help this certain kid. So, they need to find who they fit with.
Yeah, and I'm
So
not a teacher. And my biggest thing is keeping my mouth shut. That's really, really hard because I'm
I
a
love to
talker,
talk.
right? So I am constantly
Mhm.
biting to let them
Yeah.
talk. I'm always trying to do that.
Oh, William, I'm sorry today was rough. What happened? Oh, where are we? Oh, Karen said wicked twice. Oh,
Ah! Well, someone asked if I'm from Boston, but it's Nova Scotia's east, north and east of Boston. So
that's funny.
one time zone over.
Um, been teaching 5 minutes in 21 days. So you had your first class, Erica? Let's see. Jason, hey, Jason. I think my first was on day 5.
Wow, that's great. Honestly, 29. You guys, that's awesome.
Cindy Plummer. Hello, Cindy, Erica, Meredith, Deborah. I'm not sure who else I missed, but thank you all for coming. Okay, let's see. Let's get you another question. What is your favorite rewards, props, and levels?
That's hard. Um,
Let's do one at a time. What's your favorite prop?
my favorite prop. Well, if I'm meeting a brand new student when I first meet them, it's all about KFC and food.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Do you like KFC? And 9 times out of 10, they'll say yes. If not, then I grab McDonald's. So they love that. And for girls, first time I meet girls, if it's a trial or even if it's first class, I do Hello Kitty.
Oh, I love
because
those.
it's
Those are good
guaranteed.
size.
Yeah, I just print. I have a laminator that I bought on Amazon for 20. I don't believe in spending a lot of money. Okay.
Yeah.
And I bought on Amazon for like $18. Like I'm Canada prices, so it's probably higher than yours.
Yeah. Is it Amazon Basic? Because I didn't have good luck with that one.
I don't know. It was $18.
Yeah, I bought a $20 one Amazon Basic, and then I ended up having to go buy a Scotch one because everything kept getting stuck.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't know. I have 2 lamps beside me, and they're metal, so I just have stuff stuck all over them. And then I have a magnetic board that has to go up because we just moved, and that's for my other stuff too.
Oh, good. Let's see. I have a magnetic wall.
Yeah.
It's a black strip that hangs on my wall, and I ordered that from Amazon. It just sticks to your wall like a command strip. It's really easy.
With levels, I have to say level 1s, I stand up to teach level 1s because I'm running, jumping, A, B, whatever you have to do. And level 2s are sweet. And I teach level 1 all the way to 8, and all the supplementaries. I don't get a lot booked. I have them all, but I just have a lot of regular students. And I don't know. I have some great kids in level 7 and 8.
Oh, I've never taught a 7 yet, and I'm not certified for 8 because I haven't taught a 7 yet.
I sit in a chair because they do all the talking.
Yeah. I'm sitting now, and I'm not used to sitting so much. Let's see. There was a question in here for you. Let's see. Did your regulars from the overnight start booking normal times?
Yes.
I don't remember now.
Most of them did. And
they found you still.
They found me, and I would always write at the end of the feedback, please. I even do it now. If there's a priority request, I put down, thank you so much for requesting. I am sorry, but I don't know my children's schedule. Please look at my schedule daily and I'll put 8 a.m. Beijing time, because that's when I'll short notice the next day or open some up on the weekend if we don't go camping. So, because I don't schedule myself for Saturdays or Sundays, but I teach Saturdays, but I have to wait.
Yeah.
Right. Plus, I want to meet new students.
Yeah. That's a good tip. We haven't heard that one on here on my channel at all. You're like my 70th something
Really?
live, and I haven't heard. Yeah, I haven't heard that. Like to tell them ahead of time. I had to decline six, four bookings each because they're all starlights. And so
Wow.
normally they book two classes and then ask you for four more. So all of them but one, I declined the four because of 4th of July. And then they took away their two also. So that was like 20 something bookings I lost for taking, but they all wanted the same time anyway. So it would have all been
That's
booked on
right.
top of each other. Yeah. Let's see. You said your favorite level, your favorite prop. Do you
I
use
like them
reward?
all. I really like all the levels, but a level fives and six, I'm having an abundance of that right now. So that's really nice because um, a lot of them know the material, which is great. So
Mm-hmm.
at the end, and I tell parents that I like to increase the conversational skills
Yes.
to give them confidence. And so we have so many conversations
I
and
love
they're
it.
learning and they're making mistakes, but it's okay because they're excited and it's the connection that they make with the teacher
Yeah.
that makes them want to come back.
I love the conversations. I'm a kindergarten teacher, so it makes me feel guilty to say higher levels are more of my favorite.
All right.
But I love the conversations with the older ones. Jason, oh, is Casey in a different location? Yes, I'm in a hotel room. I'll be leaving this location and have a new one tomorrow. Jason said, yes, KFC, McDonald's, and a pizza. I use
Yeah.
those AR stickers on Minicam and the kids love them.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to Minicam and stuff yet. Candy said, I started teaching overnights when I changed my schedule. They follow you if they like your teaching.
Yeah, they will.
Good to know. I'm not in my bathroom. What?
You said you
Who,
were you
whose
said
bathroom?
you said you were
Oh,
on the
I'm
out.
near the bathroom. I'm
Yeah.
near the bathroom. Yeah, here, I'll show you guys. So can you see? Okay, so here's the door. And then, the bathroom is as soon as you walk in right
Oh,
there.
you're in your room though.
I'm in the room right outside the bathroom. See, the desk is over there and the beds, but the
When you said
Wi-Fi does not work at the desk.
when you said you were in the hallway, I thought you meant in the hallway of the hotel next to the public bathroom door.
Well, I had to go out there to get the Wi-Fi, but I was able to get into the door and keep it. But anytime I went past this little edge right here, it stopped.
That's
And when I called the company, oh, now you can see me turning around. I hope I don't make anybody dizzy. When I called them, the help desk, they're like, well, it's got to be your laptop.
oh yeah.
No. Candy said level 6 and up is the best. It's like you are interviewing them. William said 4, 5, 6 take half as much energy for me. Too many twos in a row are exhausting.
Yeah.
I have one day that I call it baby day, and I have 6 or 7 level 1s and 2s all in a row. Sorry if you guys can hear that.
I think
Hey,
it's a
Kristen,
mindset
come to my
too.
channel.
I think
What's
it's a
that?
mindset. It's a mindset because ones and twos, the parents are there either beside or around, but they're within hearing range.
Yeah.
And so when you're teaching ones and twos, it's about building the connection with the parents, even though you weren't talking to them.
Right.
And threes and fours, it's still developing the sentences, but the older classes, it's not about the parents at all. It's about developing the connection with the students.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a mindset you have to.
Yeah, once they started telling me about their day and things, I was like, oh, and they, once they trust you and they start talking to you like that,
Yeah.
I love it. Let's see if I missed William talking about his day. How did you make the KFC reward?
Oh, I don't know. I have tons of things. Like they're all over the place here. I have tons of things. I just print them off the Facebook group, video and rewards, I think. And they have a Google Drive and I print them off. I do my ink because I was spending a fortune. I do it through the HP InstaLink because that's really inexpensive and ink gets delivered to your door. My paper I buy at a great price just from the local place.
Okay.
And the laminator and the laminating sheets are from Amazon. Really simple.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Keep it simple.
Oh, Renee, no worries. I would totally teach in my bathroom if I had to. Do you know, if you ever get a chance to watch Diana Hernandez, her channel, she actually has her classroom in a bathroom.
That's awesome.
And it's like she sits on the toilet with like towels piled up or a pillow or something. And she turns to her vanity, and her vanity is where her laptop is. And it just works out perfect. You guys have to check it out. It's awesome.
You do what you got to do, right? I love it.
I have totally taught in the bathroom when my family was in the hotel. So I would do it. I'm just glad I'm not. Let's see. What do you do if you have a very distracted or difficult student?
Today I taught a trial to a 4-year-old little girl,
Hmm.
and she had a sister with her, and I don't mind that. It's just you have fun with them, right? But they
Yeah.
wouldn't talk at the beginning. So what was it? Oh, it was the yellow banana, red apple, and all that stuff. Look, I'm grabbing a tomato because my apple's up there.
Yeah.
So when I would go red apple, and I would just honestly, once I learned the colors, red apple, and I would go, uh-oh. So I just add silly humor
Yeah.
into it, or a blue ball. Uh-oh. And I just add humor into it. Now sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and you never know. So that's what I do for the ones that don't talk, and for the kids that are on their phone and you can see that they're doing that, I will, especially the older ones, I'll call them out on it. Not
Mm,
the younger ones. The younger ones, they're but 5, 4, 5, 6,
yeah.
and I'll just say, "What are you doing? Are you
Yeah.
on your computer? Okay, well, put that away and let's teach." Or,
Yeah.
You're on your computer? Okay, well, can you go ask mom? You know what I mean? And show her the game you're playing.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I did that today too. And every like probably once a month I have to tell him in feedback again because he straightens out for a little bit and then he, does it. But he'll be like, I don't want to. I don't want to listen.
yeah,
So,
and they're kids and they've been home for so
but
long.
he's like 13. So
Yeah.
I'm like, we have 25 minutes or 28. What's your choice?
Yeah. Well, it's true. My daughters are taking Zoom classes right now for school. And one of my kids has ADHD. So she actually is at the dining room table painting while
Yeah.
she's listening. She has to do something. My
Oh,
other
yeah.
one has fidget balls in her
Mhm.
hand.
And I
So,
don't mind them doing stuff like that, but he has his chess game. He's literally playing chess on here and texting a friend on here.
oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough.
He
Everybody's so
knows, and
different,
he's
right?
he's super smart. He is. Yeah. But I love him. I
I
can't
know.
help it. He just it's always the ones that you put the most time and effort in, that you end up being like so close to. Oh,
I had a student today, Annie. I've probably only taught her about, I don't know, 20 times. And
yeah.
today, and her mother's right beside her, and she's not a smiler, and she's always looking at her mom for the sentence. And her mom's
Mhm.
just really quiet. She's a good parent. And I
Mhm.
encourage her and circle and write and hold and all that stuff. And today she said it and she smiled. Well, I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. And I started crying and get the tissue. And she smiled. And that I even lost it even more.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
smiled.
yes.
Like,
Oh, sweet. I
so she's
love
getting
that.
it.
Candy wants to know what headset do you use?
Oh, I use this one purely because it's a magnet. And so when they earn their stars,
That is so
they
cool.
get, oh, I only have 4. Where's my 5th? They get stars and they just get stars wherever they want to go. So, I
That is
just throw stars on there
so
and they
much
fall and
fun.
I'm like, oh no, and they laugh and stuff. Again,
That's so
humor gets
cool.
them. But these also I wear glasses, and with this is a cushion, and
Yeah.
these have really good cushions. So with my glasses, my ears, I could wear this for hours and it doesn't hurt.
Amanda Panda was talking about that with her glasses. Like she's got a new headset that's good
Yeah,
with her.
this is a cushion almost. This is magnetic. My stars always go up here.
That's so
Yeah,
cute.
and my kids gave me a COVID haircut, so I'm hiding it.
Let's see. Do you use Google Slides, Minicam, or digital props?
If I was a techie person, I wish I could. Like I've tried, but and it's almost like, do you teach another job? Where's the time? I
Yeah.
want to use Google Slides and I pack away my 2D props and I go, okay, this is the day. And I downloaded it and I did the
Yeah.
quiz and thing and I watched the video, but then I can't watch the YouTube video of how to do it for more than 5 minutes because then I'm lost. So I'm a visual person. So no, I don't. I did use
Yeah.
Manicam, but then I got rid of that too.
Yeah.
I
I'm a kinesthetic learner. I need somebody to let me do it, but tell me how to do
what's the word for
it.
that? What's the word again?
Kinesthetic.
That's how I'm visual and that. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I have like, I just, yeah, I mean, if I travel, when I travel, I take the only time I use a whiteboard is when I travel. I don't use
Oh,
a whiteboard
really?
in class. Yeah. I
Oh,
just
I use whiteboard. So I use my whiteboards all the time, but when I travel, I just take a white paper and stick it in a document sleeve,
yeah,
document protector, and a dry erase because it takes up no room in your
that's awesome.
luggage and it's
Yeah.
light. Hey, Laura H, thanks for coming. Candy wants to know what brand your headset is.
I'm in Canada, so I don't think you have the store. It's called The Source, but I think it's a Canadian store.
Oh,
But
okay.
I think if you go on Amazon, because I'm a big Amazon shopper,
Mm-hmm.
and you look for this and this, that is the key to be comfortable with glasses.
Yeah.
This was by luck.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'll never change. This is like,
Yeah.
and this is probably 2 years old. They've
Oh,
lasted.
yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, like anything, like I'm just trying to think. My Little Pony, it just goes up there, right? And you just have fun.
I love it. That's so fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Erica said, my student today has been a VIP kid a long time. I taught lesson 12 assessment. I think it was dad who gave a double take. Not sure he was expecting a new teacher for this kid. I was glad he moved. He wasn't dressed. That happens a lot, Erica.
Yeah.
I actually think you can ask at a local KFC for an empty bucket. Oh, that would be
Yeah,
fun too. Oh, that's fun.
that would be really good.
Yeah. Erica said, I think distracted older kids who don't have parents nearby are way worse to deal with. I had one. He ignored me most of the time. So for this little guy, actually, one of the tricks for him that normally works is he doesn't like when I talk to Dino instead of him.
Get
And
his goat. Yeah.
anytime Dino gets a high five, he's like, "Oh," and then he starts reading and does everything on the slide. So I'll be like, oh, great job, Dino. And then he'll do what Dino just did and then keep going. So
Yeah,
but
that's
today,
really
I
good.
don't know. He just was having an off day. Let's see. That's so cool that it's magnetic.
Yeah.
You can have jack it up to Jesus' hair with that headset. Oh,
The only
yeah.
thing is you can't wear hats. So, I used to wear the little headbands with the things, but then it was
Yeah.
just too much. So I gave up the hats because I much prefer this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
everything goes up there, right? And sometimes I go into another class and I still have Hello Kitty all up there, and I'm like,
That's so funny. Gosh, now we're all gonna be like sticking metal on our heads. So we
but that
can
I've been doing this forever. But you know what? You mentioned
so
about
fun.
in class. I have to say, with my kids taking online classes, I can
Mm-hmm.
see how things happen. I really
Yeah.
can. Um,
Yeah.
they're taking the iPad, they're in a class, and they're coming in the kitchen where I am, okay? And I'm not in public viewing clothes all the time. Like, you know what I mean?
Right?
And I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? And I run, or I get cross with them and it's in front of their school. And I'm like,
Right.
oh, I would
Did you
never
see the
talk like
Facebook
that.
meme where the mom's like naked trying to cook and the little girl's like, Mom, how do I get out of my class? It's on Zoom. The mom's like,
But it's reality. And I always thought it was odd that that could happen, but no, it can,
oh yeah,
you know?
that's funny. Karen, I think the headset is the HP wired stereo gaming headset with mic.
It's a gaming headset. Okay, just a second.
Yeah.
There's that.
HG, okay.
That's all I can find. It's a gaming headset. That I know. You're right. Thank you. I forgot about that. It's a gaming headset. In Canada, it goes on sale for about $80.
Mm-hmm.
So that was probably my most expensive thing. That and my camera thing.
Yeah.
See, I don't even know what it is. It's a C9.
External camera.
Yeah, and it's the Logitech C920 or something.
Yeah. I think that's
whatever.
what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the two most expensive things I bought, because I always tell the people that I help through the business, do not spend your money. I used my iPod earbuds when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I know
I had a quilt. I nailed a quilt into the wall. That was what was it? Noah's Ark. So it had animals, and that was my background. A quilt.
I think you could just go find a friend that's a teacher, because I just moved into my house, when I was starting with VIPKid. That's part of my reason why for starting. And I just went into my teaching stuff and I was like, oh, Eric Carl poster. Like, I just hung up 2 posters behind me for my mock. Let's see. The Source has an online website. I just checked.
Yes. Okay. well, it's there, and it goes on sale for about $80. Is the source in the States?
I've never heard of it, but
Okay.
I've just moved back to the States this year. So
Where were you before?
I was in Japan for 7 years and Germany for 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It was pretty cool. Okay, I think I got through the chat. Keep them coming, guys. Let's see. See, normally these are right here, so I'm all like backwards today. Oh, you answered what a community ambassador is. Do you have any tips to how to keep your Facebook community positive and engaging?
So my group is
That's
Positivity and Praise. I've had this group for about 2 years, and honestly, it's the people, how to keep a positive. It's who you surround yourself with. And so I met someone that lives about an hour and a half away from me, Carrie, and we clicked and everything. And she's just got that thing in her. You know what I mean? You can't describe it. It's just a thing. So I said, hey, do you want to help me build this? Okay. And it's not my group, it's our group. And then a while ago this year, we asked somebody else who was making a really nice impression, and that's Amelia, and she's bringing her tech knowledge and everything. And now the group is over 2,000 people. And why it stays positive is because of all of those 2,000 people. It's not because of me. It's not because of the other admin. It's because of the 2,000 people. And honestly, that's really good.
Mine's just a little group, but we're getting there. And I mean, but I pretty much just post whatever we're collaborating on, and people ask questions or give tips there. So I like that.
But it will grow, and it's not even your purpose. My purpose was not to have positivity and praise. It was going to be something else.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's why I'm saying you have to be easy going, because it developed into that without me even trying. It's the people. And I remember when I hit 100 people, that was massive.
Yeah.
And then it's starting to climb. So
I love your group.
I'm proud of everybody. Everybody's really good.
Oh, I don't know if we're going there, Candy, but I'll ask it.
Uh-oh.
What are your thoughts on the new pay structure?
You know what? Honestly, and this may cause, everyone has an opinion, so take it for what it is.
But I will tell you, all of my friends that are here, we all have different opinions, and we're all still good friends.
Okay.
So in this space, we're good.
If I was on my first contract or going on my 7th, I am an independent contractor. I sign a contract for 6 months. When that contract is over, any job in the world can alter it.
Right.
Any job in the world can alter your contract once it is over. The contract is over. I'm not going to get into the cents and the dollars and all that stuff, because that's not my business. I mean, they make the decision. I have no control over it.
Right.
But when my contract is over, if I get the same one, I'm really lucky. If I get a different one, I'm lucky or not lucky, whatever it is. Right. But bottom line, that's what it is. An independent contractor. It's a new contract.
Yeah, I agree. And then you take it or you don't, as another signing up for 6 more months. Yeah.
And you know, it's all how, if you're upset, well, go and have your pity party. Allow yourself to be mad, angry, sad, frustrated, whatever. But then climb up and climb up. I used to teach motivational classes too. So
really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, through sales. So it's how you pick yourself up. It's the action that you do.
Yeah.
And if you misery enjoys company. So it's really hard sometimes to be that, and I'm not happy all the time, but I really try.
Me too. I see negativity and I'm like, I'm out. I can't stay
right?
in a negative space very long.
No, it's not healthy.
Kristen, good morning. I saw you were messaging me on Facebook. It was popping up. And at one point I said, Kristen, come to my channel, even though you couldn't hear me. But you're here. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Eric. Oh, I just joined your group. Struggling to stay positive sometimes, and going there keeps me in check. Yeah, that positivity group is awesome.
Well, thank you.
Say the name. There's 2 that are close, and I have to always remember. Yours is VIPKid.
Positivity and Praise.
Positivity and Praise. There's one that has another name like that, and I forget which one is which sometimes.
I don't know.
Oh, William, I know. All of that stuff is not very positive. Teacher Renee wants to know, where in Canada are you?
Where?
Yeah.
I am on the East Coast in Nova Scotia. So I'm north of Boston and to the east. But then I travel to Newfoundland. My family's from Newfoundland. So I go even more east to the eastern part of Nova Scotia. And I'm in actually another time zone.
Oh, wow.
So then the PPTs are from 8:30 until 10:30 in the
Oh,
morning.
wow.
That's the best. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
that's
go
a
there
good
on
one.
holiday.
You need to move to Nova Scotia, people. Jason,
Well,
I agree. Pity party for a moment and move on. Yep. Good.
yeah.
Positively pink. Maybe that's it. And there's another one like peace, love, and happiness. Peace,
Yeah,
love, and
there's a few of them, and everybody does things differently. Yeah, as long as you're happy where you are, right?
I think if you have a positive name, it brings out positive people. So I need to
Yeah.
in my description I say this is a positive space for, my name doesn't have anything like positive. It's just the collaboration station, but that's what it's
Yeah.
for.
Well, that's good.
Um, I think so.
I love
Candy said,
all your followers messaging you. That is
oh,
so awesome. You have a wonderful rapport and way about yourself.
I have a channel because of them. I mean, they keep me going here in the chat. And sometimes I'm like, am I gonna have enough questions? And then they bang out questions, and it's great.
But how you do this is really cool. You're really
Oh,
balancing it.
I'm learning.
Cool.
Thank you. How do you use the basketball hoop in your classroom?
Oh, just depends how my day is going. Sometimes I'll grab this. I don't try not to look at it, so I'll just grab it.
Yeah.
And sometimes to create funniness, I'll just go, did it go in? Did it go in? And I'll have styrofoam balls right here and I'll just biff them in and try. And other times, I'll just be silly. You got a point. Yes. Okay. Teacher's Karyn turn to get a point. Did I get one? Just anything.
That's cute. Don't throw your banana.
It was my breakfast, but I didn't eat it yet.
I have one over there too. I ran down to the hotel lobby and grabbed a banana and a coffee at 6 o'clock this morning. Okay, so I have the 3 final questions for you.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. Anything else in the chat that I missed? If I missed any, please put it down in the bottom of the chat. Let's see.
I just want to say, don't give up for the newbies, though. Like, don't give up. It's like a wave, and like VIPKid online. It's not a classroom that you go to that you're in control of your students attending, and it's not a 9 to 5 job. So do what you have to do to get the bookings, which is maybe do some overnighters. I know we don't want to, but this is not a short term. This is long term. So give it 2 months, right? And just once in a while it'll be smooth waters, then it'll be kind of rolly waters.
Right. Candy, I'm in a hotel because I'm helping my son move. So I drove to Tampa to help him move to Georgia. So, yeah. That's funny. She just wrote that in the chat box. So you guys are also used to my classroom background now. You can tell when I change my places. What do you think are the qualities of a good teacher?
To roll with it.
Yeah, right.
And sometimes I get thrown for a loop and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was the worst class ever. And I'm just waiting. I mean, honestly, 5,000 classes and I'm still going, oh my gosh, please don't leave feedback. Please don't leave feedback. Please. I'm not going to include it in there. You were and I pray. And sometimes I bomb out.
I got 2 1 Apple feedbacks the other day. I got 3 negative comments, but none were negative against me. It was all against VIPKid. So they were invalidated, but it was the same girl. And then on Facebook, every one of us that had her was posting that we all got them.
Wow.
They got 1 Apple feedbacks for all of us with negative comments.
I think it's adaptability. And the number one thing is to practice. You have to practice. Like you have to practice being uncomfortable with yourself because this is not a comfortable job. Like my husband will come down and I'm singing Monday, Tuesday. Well, I'm singing the songs. I taught them months day, January, February, March, and and they'll keep going with the song and and he's out there laughing, but you got to get uncomfortable. This is my stomach. Like you just got to get.
And then I'm teaching like the fattest one, and I'm like, please don't say it. Please don't say it.
But this works for me. It may not work for everybody. Some people are sit down and more serious teaching, and I think that's great.
I'm not. Can you see me? I can't even sit in my chair.
I can't. I'm always moving. But you have to be comfortable how you teach.
Yeah. I'm having trouble. I have a stand-up desk.
Oh, cool.
And I didn't have anything with me to prop up the computer, but when I stand over here, I'm so tall that it just doesn't look right. So I tried it before we came on.
Okay, I have a milk crate with a piece of
Hmm.
plywood. This is so a milk crate, a piece of plywood, a monitor. I have a bar stool which goes up and down. So when I do feedback, I push it down.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's a makeshift desk.
When I started, I had piles of books, and
Yeah.
I knew exactly what books I needed, and I put them on the side of me or picked them back up, and that's how I made it through my overnight, so I could stand some. And
Yeah, you have to.
let's see. Oh, thanks, Erica. I don't even know what overnighters means. That sounds insane. So for
Oh,
me, overnight starts at 7:30 p.m. right now, all the way until what is it, 8? Till about 8 o'clock, unless you get those last two, till 8 in the morning.
and
And
yeah.
yeah, I've done many of them. Whew,
For
when I
me, it
first.
was after I put the kids to bed. So it would be around put the kids to bed, get my stuff ready. So 10 o'clock until about 3 o'clock. And then
Mhm.
I would have a few hours nap and then wake them up for school. So that was my overnighter. That's all I could manage.
Yeah, yeah. Deborah said, I also think that some of the older students are giving the feedback, not the parents. Your thoughts? Yeah, I know that happens sometimes. This was totally the parent. She mentioned like a specific VIP kid clause and everything, and it was all about VIPKid. It didn't have anything to do with me except for some of the tags. And she put at low energy. And I just cracked up laughing because I was like, well, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment with, being ADHD, saying I was in check that day.
I don't watch my classes back either. I can't watch my classes. I am mortified because I would start critiquing myself, and that's not a healthy headspace for me
Uh-huh.
because I am who I am. And if I start critiquing myself, I'll start changing and second guessing and playing head games. So I just don't go there.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't watch these back either.
No.
Unless I'm trying to get used to it though, because I'll be like, I'm gonna link it below, and then I forget, and then I have to watch it. So I have to go back through them and watch them. So
Now, I did make YouTube videos last year, but I took a big hiatus because I lost my groove and I wasn't happy because I watched one, which was a mistake. I watched one, I wasn't happy, and I lost my groove. And now I don't have I'm missing something and I have to find it. So
yeah,
I don't know how to, I gotta find it.
Jason said he doesn't watch his back either. Holy socks! Oh, that's funny. They were talking about the times. Um, I think, Kristen, I'm not sure if your question was about Beteslo to me earlier. You're the second person within the last few minutes to ask me about it. It's coming up on my watch and stuff. The Nancy Taylor course that I took.
Oh, yeah.
Um, just a little FYI, Kristen, she's going to give us affiliate links for those of us that took it. So hang on. The Nancy Taylor course was awesome.
I heard it was really good.
Wow. Yeah. I haven't even gotten all through it because I've been on the YouTube module for so long, like trying to work through it. So,
Yeah. Good for
okay.
you. It's wonderful to learn.
Yeah, I love it. But she's like, you can do a part on Instagram. You do a part on if you follow each module, you're set up for whatever branding you want. It's not just for teaching or anything.
Yeah.
It's whatever you're building. Most of them build like websites to sell things and everything. But if you follow all the modules, you'll be well set up. But
That's
once you
terrific.
get like stuck on one module because you want to do so well on that, it's hard to keep moving on. So there's a lot of us
I
that are still one or
I take the
two.
workshops through the company. I love the workshops. I
Yeah,
still take them.
I do too. But
Some people stop, but I don't know. I still learn.
yeah, and I like the different personalities of all the mentors too. It's fun hanging
Yep.
out with them. I've had Shannon on here and Lucy and Melissa is a mock mentor. She comes on Mondays with us. So I love meeting all of them, and they have different perspectives on things too.
Yep.
So like
And
even
I
the
was,
pay structure
oh,
and
sorry.
stuff was different because she's in the builders program. So it was really neat to hear different sides.
If you learn one thing, then it's worth your time. I
Yeah.
mean, you're sitting down, grab a snack, grab your coffee or your water, whatever, and just sit down. I'm a big note taker, so I take notes, and I learn. If I learn one new thing, it's made my day.
Yeah.
And I've had a break from the kids.
Right. Goals for June or 2020. Do you have any goals for the
2020, it's really hard with COVID, and my kids are home now, so
make
it's
it through?
summertime really. I make it slow down, and they've been home since March.
Yeah.
So March, April, May, they won't be going to school in June and July or August.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's coffee. It's coffee. Yeah, no.
Right?
Um, but so my goals aren't so much about having my number of classes because I choose not to do that because I'm trying to wean myself off of naps. I feel like a baby weaning myself off of naps. And so my goal is really to do more self-development, taking the
Oh,
workshops, more self-development in teaching a class and just learning myself, not so much about VIPKid, but about myself to apply it to teaching.
sorry, I didn't even know I had Skype and I'm getting Skype messages. So that's interesting. And now my battery is low. Okay. Well, good thing we only have 2 more questions. What are your goals for long term? And I'm going to grab my cord so we don't get cut off.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Friends in the chat know your long term goals and I can still hear you.
That's fine. I truly would love to be a teacher of teachers because that's what I've done before. I was a teacher of for a sales company, and I would teach personal development, and I would teach just how to break it down monthly or weekly for your goals. And I'm a big numbers person and a big visual person. So, but I'm not a tech person, so it's all done on paper. So that's my goal, is just to, I'd love to be a teacher of teachers, like teach some of the classes. But I don't know how they find that. It's just the luck of the draw. And, I think that the company's going through a big changeover right now, a big turnover. And that's expected after 5 years. It's expected.
Sorry, guys. Am I too dark now or is that okay?
You're good.
Okay. I plugged it in. So, okay, I see the battery moving now. Good. So teaching the teachers?
I would love to do that. Absolutely. And I mean, I know the company provides, VIPKid provides stuff you have to say and do and everything. And I'm great with following directions, but just to get people and just to communicate, I think it would be an excellent experience.
Great. Oh, it's pouring rain. I've got tarps over mattresses in my truck. I'm sorry, guys. I totally just got distracted. Let's see. Oh, I have one more for you. What is your, this is a good question for you. Favorite professional development or teaching resource?
Oh, wow. Personal development, I listen to when I'm in the car. I have tapes, but it's CDs now. I can't even think of his name. I'm so sorry. I listen to them all the time. I put them in. I can't even think of it. But anyway, I'm really into reading the books, but then sometimes you read, you don't remember what you read. Yeah. So you really got to be in the headspace of wanting to do it.
Yeah.
And I like the workshops to learn about teaching and everything like that. But the personal development, I love reading the books. The books are good.
Yeah. I'm a terrible reader.
What is his name? I can't think of it for the life of me. It's like on the tip of my
some book. Yeah, hey, online teacher dude, just tuning in. He said, hi, Casie and Karyn.
Hello.
Let's see. Erica, I only did that on the weekends when I started. Yeah, overnights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overnights, I did it when I got started, and once I started getting, quite a few people. Actually, once I felt like I was really sleepy during one of the classes and felt guilty. That's when I knew I needed to do less. So.
I don't usually teach nights either. Nights my time, because of the 3 kids. But when school stopped in March, I wanted to meet some new students. So for about a month, I opened up every Monday and Tuesday night from 10 o'clock till 1 a.m. So I did what I had to do to meet those new students for those 2 months. Yeah. And now they're following me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I still open Friday and Saturday nights, just for 2 hours, 2 to 2.5. Oh, it's thunder and lightning now. Yes.
Ooh, be careful driving.
What's that?
Be careful driving.
Thanks. I will.
Calm down.
Slow and steady. Yeah. Teacher Renee said Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins is one of them, but it's not the main guy I listen to. Oh, I wish my husband. He's one. I'm so sorry. I will go in the car later and find out who it is.
Yeah. I just love getting ideas and things. So it was another question my husband came up with, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And a lot of times I can link them at the bottom for people too.
It's important because you have to be in the mood for those. Those are tough books because, like, the books and the tapes are tough because you have to work to
Yeah.
improve your insides. That takes work and it's scary because we don't like change.
Can
No, I
you
don't
hear
hear it.
that?
No.
Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. Well, on this note, oh, I have to bring all my luggage to the car.
Oh, wait a little bit until it stops raining.
Yeah, I probably will. It's all good. It happens. I mean, we've traveled a lot. When we lived in Germany, we would just jump in the car. My son's baseball camp was 13 hours away. I drove him once, dropped him off, and drove back the next morning by myself. And so I've done
Yeah.
a lot of traveling by myself. I just call everybody. So, hey,
Well, it's true. It keeps you awake.
anybody gets bored, give me a call.
I take
All
the
right.
kids camping, and so I do the same thing. I drive them. I set up. We have a little new to us pop up trailer, and
Oh,
so
do
I
you?
just I set it up myself, take it down because my hubby works away, so he'll come if he's home. But if he's not,
Yeah.
I do it anyway.
Yeah. I love it. I haven't really been a big camper, but I want to be. I want to be more outdoorsy and everything,
But I
but
don't
I'm a
camp without power. No, I'm not. I'm a camper, but I camp
you're
with power.
a glamper.
Well, yeah, okay. It's a wind up trailer, and I mean,
Yeah.
it's not luxurious
I don't have
luxurious or
anything,
anything.
so.
But I can't camp without my coffee maker and without the iPad charger, so the kids can watch their iPads at night, so I can enjoy the fire.
Oh, good one. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming. This has
Oh,
been a lot of
welcome.
fun.
Thank you, Cassie. And
Sorry about
I
not
will
sure
find
how
out
all
the
this.
name of the person that I listened to, and I'll send it to your group.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. Thank you. And
Perfect.
everybody, we still have 9 people in the chat. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with us for wow, almost an hour, Karyn, we've been chatting.
Wow.
It happens often.
Well, you
When I
have a
first started,
safe
I'm like,
drive, and thank you. Oh yeah, thank you to everybody for writing in and for your group. You are awesome.
great. Thanks, Karyn. Bye.